leading the pack there now. And the Supercars cross the line. Supercars, Dan Angel leads the pack. And off they go.
Well, some of the guys quite far behind. I mean, I don't even think they had enough time to catch up to the rest of the guys in the supercar class. And a little bit of a problem there for some of them, but let's wait and see what happens there. I mean, some of them only just started now a couple of seconds ago. Meantime, the rest of them on their way. But great start. As, I think Nick Adcock really had a great start there. So too did Wadley.
Well, just already early days coming out of turn 4. Marcel Angel times on the inside of Richard Schroeder and takes the lead as they come down the back straight. So it is Richard Schroeder, Marcel Angel, and it looks like Fabio Defani behind him, but we'll watch them as they come out of turn 5 now. And the V8 Masters now coming out of turn 5, Cape Town corner, being led there by Marcel Angel. Schroeder all over the back of him.
Well, Schroeder having a fat go at this one. And still having a little bit further back at the supercars. Wadley having a great start at this one. Wadley pushing very, very hard as they into turn 5 now, into Cape Town corner. And it's going to be hammers down on the straightaway. Dane Angel really trying hard now. He's sat back in second position. So Wadley pushing hard. And he's going to be trying as hard as he possibly can. Adcock. There is Eason as well in there. Gareth Eason having a fat go at this one, trying to get through up the inside, not going to make it stick just yet, but it's going to be close.
Well, looking down towards the supercars, Nick Adcock recently taking part in that Africa 2 hour and acquitting himself very well up the front there. So Adcock, no stranger to the track there as he sits behind Dane Angel. He'll be looking for a way through, but still up front, Brad Wadley. Brad really acquitting himself well in this race. And the front two starting to pull away from Adcock. So Adcock's going to have to pull something out of the bag there to see what happens. But over to you, Derek. What's happening on the V8?
Well, still, Marcel Angel still pushing on. Richard Schroeder right there. Fabio Defani has closed right up on the back end of Richard Schroeder. That along the back straight away. And I think one of them have gone missing still. Trying to find Jurgens who bent on what happened to him. But he's gone missing. Now we're waiting to see as they come down the straightaway, onto the brakes, and still, ducking for the inside. Richard Schroeder tries to squeeze up the inside of Marcel Angel. Marcel slamming it and saying, no ways through this time. All the while these two are having a little bit of fun together. Looks like Fabio Defani starting to close that gap. He's getting closer and closer as a sneak look up the inside of Schroeder as they go into engine. Now they got the hammers down. Marcel Angel getting some good drive out of the turn and pushing through the kick right in behind him. Still getting some very, very, very stiff competition from behind. Richard Schroeder's not going to let this one go. Richard drifts out wide. That brings Tafani just a little bit closer again. Now they're on the brakes going through Malmesbury. And we're just going to watch them as they come through the trees. Bam, there they hit the back straight away. Tafani dropped way back. What up with that? Fabio Tafani way back. That's not the way he wants to be. He's going to have to try and catch up as they get down into Cape Town corner again.
Well, Derek, the supercars now moving down into road. Still Brad Wadley leading young Dane Angel, and behind Angel that's Gareth Eason, who's moved past Adcock now into third position. So Eason really pushing hard there, and he's really got himself well sighted watching the two in front of him, and he's starting to close down a bit. Nick Adcock a little bit dejected. Behind him it's Jared Evans. Jared pushing very hard there. And behind Jared it's Ryan McCarthy. So they're moving down now towards turn 5. Angel late on the brakes, looking on the inside of Wadley, but Wadley stands the door in his face. He's still hanging just a tad wide there and might allow Angel to come through, and Angel looking towards the inside. They're side by side as they come out of Cape Town corner. They're going to run down towards the line. And it looks like Angel's got a little bit of a drag there on Wadley, but Wadley's got the inside line. Who'll be late on the brakes? And Eason closes down on the pack. He's right behind Angel going into the third one.
Right, watching now as they come down the back straight away. V8 Masters really pushing hard. Marcel Angel trying to get away from Richard Schroeder. Then a little bit further behind them, it's still...
Sorry, Derek, just to let you know, Nick Adcock looks like he's got something terminal coming out of 5, and he's gone to the park on the inside of the track. So he's possibly blown a motor. And let's hope there's not too much spillage there, because that is on the exit of 5 for the motorcycles. But back to you.
Right, watching now as the V8 Masters across the line. Still, Marcel Angel in the number 1 slot. Still getting hard push there. Richard Schroeder once again tries to dive up the inside. And Fabio Tofani still there. Jürgen Zubentheim in 4th position in the number 43. And behind him, Franco Di Matteo still pushing hard as well, trying to get up onto the back end of Zubentheim. Zubentheim, by the looks of things, is starting to close in on the leading bunch. Will his times tell? We're going to have a look at the times. No, still Richard Schroeder with the quickest time yet. And he did it on lap 3. So right in behind them still Tofani, Zubentheim, Franco Donadio. Then behind Donadio it's Charles Arden, but he's quite far behind Tim Riddell, the next one through, but a ways before they get any close. I don't seem to understand how they get themselves so far apart within about 3 or 4 laps, but obviously the front guys are setting up a blistering pace. Fabio Tofani still pushing hard. Zubentheim still trying to get closer to them, but we'll have a look at the lap times and see if he's closing.
Well, we go down back to the Supercars, Makita Supercars in the front now. Dane Angel takes the right hand into Engine. He's been followed there by Brad Whaley, and Gareth Eastham is all over the back of Whaley. He's looking for a way through. Eastham's really got the pedal to the metal now. He dives down to the inside, outside of Rose, but he doesn't get through there. And the 3 front runners now are pulling away a bit, and they've got the rest of the field following. They're into the Malmesbury sweep down the back straight. Still Angel leads the pack as they come out down the back straight. He's trying to get away there from Whaley, but he won't allow him. And Eastham really coming to grips with this race now. He's up behind Whaley. Is he going to be late on the brakes going down into 5? He's looking towards the inside. He's got the draft, and he goes down. He's late on the brakes. He's looking at the inside. Is he in? Yep, he tucks it in. A great maneuver there, but he's still got Whaley on the outside. Will have the advantage coming out of 5 into the left-hander now. And Whaley's still hanging on to the inside, but Eastham is having none of it. They're side by side. They're chasing Dane Angel, who's going to have the bigger muscle going down onto the brakes now. They go down, and Whaley's got the inside line, so he keeps Eastham quite honest, but Eastham's still hanging around the outside. He won't let go, and the rest of the field comes through. Behind Whaley it's Eastham, then Evans, and then Ryan McCarthy and Michael McCarthy, followed by Andrew Moffat, George Williams, and Glenn Phillips with Adcock now out of it.
Right, still up the main straightaway now comes Marcel Angel. He started to break away a little bit there from Richard Schroeder. Richard Schroeder hasn't got an answer for Marcel Angel, but again he peels to the left side of the track, gets onto the brakes very late, but that runs him out wide as he goes to the apex. It doesn't allow him to apex where he should, which slows him down ever so slightly. And now Fabio Tofani is right up the exhaust pipe of Richard Schroeder once again. One tiny little mistake from Schroeder, and it's cost him the catch up on the back end of Marcel, but I don't think he's actually realizing or aware how close Fabio Tofani is. Fabio Tofani, of course, has an age of experience when it comes to circuit racing, Formula E or karts, or whatever you want to call them, the 250. Brilliant driver. And of course, he's got himself this car. He's a seasoned campaigner in this class already. So too Richard Schroeder. Richard Schroeder pushing very hard now, still trying to get up on. It looks like their cars are just a little bit quicker than Marcel Angel's in a straight line, because out of the turns for some rhyme or reason, looks like Angel gets the traction and just pulls out from underneath him ever so slightly. But on the straightaways, my word, do they catch him in a big way. So still Schroeder, still Tofani. Where is Jürgen Zubentheim? Still in 4th position, a very lonely 4th. Not really got any competition there. Donadio still here. Here comes Donadio, and he's in a spot of bother with Charles Arden right in behind him. And let's have a look and see if Arden's going to do anything. Also just stays there behind Donadio. And the two of them chasing down on the back end of the German, Jürgen Zubentheim, who's unfortunately losing track of the guys ahead of him. They seem to have pulled away a little bit now. Marcel Angel getting further and further away from Richard Schroeder, and I don't think that Fabio Tofani is going to be able to get in there.
Right, going back down to the Supercars, it's still Dane Angel leads it back there from Brad Whaley and Gareth Eastham. The 3 of them are having an absolute tussle as they come out at turn 5 now for their last lap. And Dane Angel leading Brad Whaley and followed by Gareth Eastham. They've pulled away from the rest of the pack. Isam always late on the brakes, then trying to dive inside, outside. But Whaley closing the line down, protecting his line as he goes down into KFM.
Right, the V8 Masters come across the line. Marcel Angel takes the win. Richard Schroeder pops it up in second. Third position, Fabio Tafani should still be. Jürgen Zubentheim coming through for fourth. Fifth is Franco Donadio still there. Yes, he is. Franco Donadio through. Charles Arton, very, very quick indeed. That, the top five. And that's the way they finish. But, Francois, I think there's still a lot to go in the supercars.
Well, the supercars now making their way up the KFM straight towards Malmesbury now. It is still Dane Angel leading Brad Whaley and Gareth Isam. Isam a little bit there off the pace there now, but they're coming out of Malmesbury down the back straight. Let's watch the front three now. Isam coming back. He was very late on the brakes in the previous lap there, going into Cape Town corner. Let's see if he's going to pull that same move. And looking at Whaley, he's looking left and right of Angel, trying to find a way through. He's exceptionally late on the brakes. He's on the outside of Angel. Then he dives again to the inside. And doesn't give Isam any chance to get through. So this little bunch of three now, very, very tight together. They're coming up towards the line. Who's it going to be? Angel leading, and it looks like it's Whaley in second, and Isam right behind him. Isam's going to dive up, but Whaley holds his line. So